David McKinley. It's great to meet you all. I'm sorry we got lost on the way. We got on 23, we wound up coming. We probably should have taken 18, but we didn't. We made a mistake. But we're here, and I apologize for running a little late. I just wasted some time here on this. Again, I'm a civil engineer by training, an engineer in Wheeling, West Virginia. And I've been a native of West Virginia all my life. I'm 63 years old, and I'm passionately involved in the state of West Virginia and have tried to make a commitment. We have 4 children, 5 grandchildren. We're going to have a 6th grandchild this summer. So we're rather involved in the West Virginia and our families and the like. So what we've done, however, in my career and trying to get to where we are, is I served 14 years in the West Virginia legislature. I wanted to understand what it takes, what moves people, what are the things that we have to do to make West Virginia a better state and where people can find jobs here again. And I served those years, and I served as 4 years as state chairman. Now, fast forward to now, in those 14 years or 16 years since I was in the legislature, what we found out was, and have dealt with the same frustration many of you have. Your families have been drifting apart, drifting someplace else to find a job. How can we find employment here in West Virginia? What can we do in this country to get it back? Because I submit to you, I think we're off track, we're off game. We're not doing what we have to have in this country to get it back. So I decided to get back in this game. Come something out of retirement. After all these years, we get back and try one more time to get some common sense back into Washington, following what's happened on there. So we've been campaigning on 4 prime issues. First is jobs. Jobs. We've got to do something to change the economic climate in this country. And that means cutting taxes, that means tort reform, that means opposing the tax. In the legislature, I voted against over $1 billion, and that's on the recording, over $1 billion that people have tried to impose on us in West Virginia. That's not right. We don't want to have more taxes. We want to be able to reduce it and make our state and country operate more efficiently with it. I voted against pay raises for employees, for legislators. I don't think, again, as I said earlier, I think it's a public service. I don't want to see the pay raise with it. The second issue I want to deal with is spending. We've got to stop the spending in this country that's crippling us. And when people talk about what we're going to do to defend for our children in the future, it is cut the spending so that we're not imposing these debts on them. Third and fourth thing, one would be is protecting our coal industry in West Virginia. In fact, protecting our miners, protecting everyone involved in heavy industry, where we can get those jobs back, get the EPA off their back, get the government off their back, so that the free market enterprise can get jobs back again, and we can create things. This cap and trade is going to kill West Virginia, when 25% of our revenue comes from one industry, coal. The fourth thing we want to talk about is this health care bill. The health care bill, we all want to have health care, but we know that. But this particular bill was wrong. It came at the wrong time and in the wrong verse. And I just came from the pro-life rally. And what there is the message. Abortion is not health care. Abortion is not health care. And that's what we have in this particular piece of legislation. We have something that's wrong. It goes to the very fabric of our country, where we need to get back to the very basics. I want to work to get the health care bill. What we want to do is we want to try to repeal, to make the amend it so that it gets back, so that it works back again for this country. So we have the conservative values. I was a conservative when I served in the legislature for 14 years. I've been a conservative since I built my company from one person. Now we have 40 people. We work in 5 states. We have 3 offices. We know what it takes to create jobs. We're not just talking about it, we've done it. And we have a successful business that is creating jobs and investing in West Virginia. And I want to be a conservative congressman for you. So thank you very much for having me. My wife here is a company with Mary McKinley. She's a nurse at a local hospital in Wheeling. So she understands what it's like to be in the workforce, to be there at the bedside. Thank you all very much. David McKinley for